it's great things that you're doing here in the city that you love, Daytona Beach, and it's good to also see you in action. The opportunity that you spoke of is one that we kind of took advantage of back in '94, where myself and 9 other friends all chipped in $20 a piece, and we all brought something or some expertise to the table, so to speak. We had somebody that was great at computer graphics, who put together our flyers. We had somebody else that was great at cooking to make those hors d'oeuvres at the party. A hotel was great at giving us an opportunity. They brought down the price a little bit for us to be able to rent the space. And then we had a DJ who was trying to make a name for himself, who did it little to nothing, as giving us some great entertainment. And it turned out very well, surpassed all of our expectations. And I think that was my taste in not just marketing, but also the power of people, and really understanding how to communicate and galvanize people around an idea that's bigger than ourselves, and being able to really get their best effort in utilizing that concerted effort to really do something good for the community. Because at the end of the day, and I've only been here in town for about 4 or 5 days, and some of the friends I've had an opportunity to run into, they still bring that evening up. So it was something that was good. I think it whet several people's appetite in trying to really hone in on what they want to do, what they want to do with their lives, and what they want to do as far as secondary education. So it turned out to be a good thing, and one that I can look back on and kind of smile as at least I was able to do something, at the very least, outside of athletics.
Fantastic, fantastic, and I'm sure my listening audience, as they're hearing you talk about basically empowering people and letting them know that there are other alternatives, there are other things that you can do to accomplish the ultimate goal, and setting the stage for those types of things, those qualities about people that really help to enable them to be survivors in life, as opposed to those who go along just to get along. So that kind of gave you a taste for that, and you really were successful in it, and it wasn't, and I know about everything that you do, it's not just about you. That whole team effort of people who came together and worked with you to make that happen really kind of made your day in terms of that kind of a start out. But then there are other things that you've been involved in during the time that you were growing up, and I can say that as a mother, and I can say it as at the time kind of a single mother, basically working with others within our community and within our neighborhood who had youth, their youth, that they wanted to be involved in things as well. So we all kind of worked together and shared the load, so to speak. And you had an opportunity to work with one of the, what I consider a premier football group, and that, of course, was Pop Warner. And you had an opportunity in being involved in that. And how did that involvement, and I bring that group up in particular because we have a Pop Warner group here who struggles now and then, and sometimes, people will give them the financial support they need, other times they won't. But there are youth and there are parents and others that are involved in really working to try to keep that group, that organization going. It's successful in some other cities around the state and the like. But how did Pop Warner help prepare you for what you would later get into when you started playing football in Holly Hill? You had it in middle school, and we thank our former school superintendent, Al Williams, for bringing that back, or working to try to bring back football in middle schools and the like, and then moving on from there to high school and then to college. But how did Pop Warner help to prepare you as we look at recreational programs and their importance in the development of youth?
I think the first thing to recognize is that the old adage is true, that it does take a village to raise a child, and everybody plays a part in that shaping of minds, as well as outlook on life. To be very honest with you, Pop Warner was a great opportunity to be able to work as a team, a great opportunity to really understand the spirit of competition that you can only if taught right, you can only utilize in your life. I think you brought up the point of being more than just getting along, moving along to get along in life, or looking at yourself as a victim, but really what you put into it, you get out of it. And I can still remember one of the coaches always riding me, because at the time they saw more talent in me than I saw in myself, and they would always say, what are you getting ready for today? And I used to have to always answer, to be great. And at this age of my life, I still ask myself that today. You know, what am I getting ready for? What challenges are going to be in front of me, and how am I going to respond to those challenges? And it's the same thing in athletics as it is in life. When you look at the different opportunities you have, do you step to the plate to make the play? Or when you look at opportunities that you have, even on the job, do you take the easy route, or do you take the harder route, which is sometimes better communication, sometimes